Welcome in Paris, my temporary apartment in Paris for just a few days. And I would like to address the fact that when you are traveling, you might not always feel like you have time to draw. But you do. You really, really do. So I'm about to head out the door, but I have 15 minutes to spare. And I'm thinking I can draw my view. Let's do it. I have quite a few tips to share with you while I draw. Travel season is upon us, at least here in Europe. Spring and summer are the times that people are going on trips or plan their vacation. Every year the question pops up, how do I make time to draw when I'm traveling? There are new impressions to take in, places to go, things to see and do. And so when is the best time to draw? Now? If you feel like drawing, do it right away. Even if you think, I don't really have time for this right now, or I don't have the right drawing materials with me, or I don't know what to draw. There are many more excuses you could make for not sitting down to enjoy a creative moment. It's not the lack of time or the people that you're traveling with. It's your inner critic who says you can't or shouldn't do that. But please don't ignore the desire to create something, to get into that flow, to capture a place or a memory. Listen to your inner artist's voice. You can trust it. It is so much more reliable than the voice of your inner critic. Your sketchbook is the best travel companion, and drawing is the best way to document a trip. It's one of my favorite ways and times to draw. When drawing, you are present in the moment and absorbing it all through drawing. You capture so much more than you ever could by just taking a photograph. When you look at the drawings again, your memories will be so vivid. I will remember this view from this apartment so much better just when looking at this drawing, even years later, even while using funky colors. So I started with quick watercolor shapes. It's a great way to get started without overthinking, and to get started fast and to work fast too. When painting the overall shapes, there is no need for details, which would slow you down. I looked at the main shapes, the buildings, for which I chose a warm, bright yellow, and the trees in front of them. I chose sap green for that. I could mix all kinds of colors and shades, but I like these bright colors, and I save a bit of time by not fussing over color decisions or color tones. Quick gestures do the trick, yet I did look at the shapes on the roofs, and I tried to leave a few bits of white where I saw lighter parts in the building. That white space gives a little bit of breathing space in the drawing. The paint still needs to dry, but if I gently use a water-soluble tool for drawing lines, I can keep going. So I pick a watercolor crayon that will make its marks on damp paint. I deliberately pick a tool that is a bit bold and a bit blunt, again to prevent spending time fussing over details. I keep looking at my view and try to translate what I see. Chimneys, windows, the iron railings around the balconies, simplifying and not looking at the details. If you like my Draw Tip Tuesday videos, then please subscribe, and maybe you'd like to try a 7-day trial on Patreon. Link is in the description below. I started wondering if I need to add more. Some details maybe, but actually that is my cue to stop for a moment. and to pick a green crayon to play with. Some scribbly gestures for leaves. And now I know what to do next. Make a bit of sense of the blobs left and right. Let's go back to the question of when to draw on a trip. When you go on a city trip like I am here in Paris, you can choose to go from one tourist landmark to the next, taking quick photos along the way. Yeah, you'll have pictures of your trip, fun to share with your friends, but what if you decided to see fewer places and spend a little more time getting to know one location instead? And then you could send your friends a drawing you made during a trip. I do this and my friends love seeing my drawings. More fun than a selfie. It's like sending them a homemade postcard during your trip. Way more personal. Also, when you draw, you really start to see, and you'll see much more than if you'd taken the hop-on, hop-off bus, for example, as a tourist. Your experience of the place is much deeper. You take the time, you experience the vibe of a location, soaking it up by capturing it in your sketchbook. I feel lucky to be here in Paris. Paris is always a good idea. The city is lively and so very inspiring. That's why I'm excited to get back here in September to co-lead the workshop Paris Sketchbook. Together with my fellow artists Marcus McAllister and Cynthia Morris, I will guide you to deepen your creativity. We'll have studio time in the mornings, we'll draw on location, we'll visit Marcus's professional art studio in a fun neighborhood in Paris, and there will be plenty of time for you to explore the city by yourself as well. Will you join us? Maybe in September you will be drawing the view from your hotel room for real. Treat yourself. You and your inner artist deserve it. Reserve your spot via the link in the description of this video. Okay, back to the drawing process. This seems enough to explain what we're looking at. Now a bit of line scribbles in the green to show that there are leaves. I tried to indicate a darker bunch of trees further up the road by adding a layer of crayon and scribbled just a bit more towards the foreground. So don't wait. Grab that sketchbook, pick up any art tool and draw something. You can set a timer so you can be sure to spend a nice block of time drawing while still getting in time for the next thing, like I did here in Paris. The timer allowed me to completely forget about time for a while and get absorbed in the process. Taking a moment and looking, what does the page need? Some texture to indicate the roof tiles? Just a quick pattern. Then another moment to breathe and look. More line or another layer? I pick a yellow crayon to deepen the color of the building in the background a bit, then bringing more life to the leaves in the foreground. Then adding some texture with a white crayon. I'm just dancing around the page, knowing that the drawing is almost done. These are just finishing touches. And one final tip, if you do have a time limit, don't waste any of it looking for the ideal conditions or the best subject for your drawing or when you're on location by endlessly searching for the right spot. You already have everything you need, pen and paper. If you like my Draw Tip Tuesday videos, then please subscribe and maybe you'd like to try a 7-day trial on Patreon. Link is in the description below.